another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on a team from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Alabama's offense will go on the attack first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun.
Oh, he's got some space. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it can be a long game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Pressure coming. Pulls it in, it's Lott. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They go to the ground. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
They'll go with a direct snap. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he knows. His way into the end zone.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Arizona's offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the...
Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, the ground game. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll give it to the back. Finds a little space. He now has 72 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw. It's Wilkins. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll go to the sneak. The sneak scores it.
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. 4th down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So first down here as they go back to work. Anderson will throw. With the catch, it's Richardson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll run play action. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Great coverage, great break of the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on! Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Right on the money. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Anderson wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Gage. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. He'll get rid of it. He makes the catch. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
There he goes. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. And the Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Jet sweep to the receiver. Oh, better look out. Inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 19 on the big run. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Makes the grab on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Absolutely perfect. Dar forced to settle for 3.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The give on the inside. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all of the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
It's complete to the right. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds. Now on 1st down from the 40. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Trying to take it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Anderson will throw. Here's the pressure. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Working that left side now. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Koo. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And the returner will be brought down. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw.
And with that,
oh, he's got some space. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after?
He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Arizona.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Arizona, 12.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Here comes that Alabama offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Blasted as he lets it go.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, 1st down and more. Alabama will get the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down, and set up a short yardage on second down. It makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Still running at the 40. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's caught. It's Webb. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the gun to Gill, looking for room. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll try the run. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it. Scores on the sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now the play fake. Unloads it downfield. Makes a grab down the middle. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Richardson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And what a throw to get it in there. They've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They go 83 yards on the drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
complete to the right. Breaks into the open. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Might as well give it to him again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
On third down, he drops to throw. Out of the ground, and now he's got room. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Anderson will throw. Gets it out fast. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Arizona right back to the line. good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked into what this defense is trying to do.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Arizona comes out with another first down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gage. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Back to pass, it's Wilkins. Trying to make magic with his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He's got it on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown!
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Gage. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Gage. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they got it at the 42. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up-tempo. And the offense just going to spike it here.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Defense in press coverage. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Unleashes one deep. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Anderson will throw. Got his man on the right. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back down.
You get the touchdown, but there's not a lot of time left. So you need to get the onside kick. You may have time for one more play, one shot to throw it in the end zone and somehow see if you can steal this game.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, and maybe time for a play or two.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit zero. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.